Welcome to Sly Roxtar for your daily tarot reading. This reading will be for the first day of Aries, March 21st. March 21st. First day of Aries. Okay, this reading might resonate with some of you. It may resonate with one of you. Take what applies, leave the rest, and don't forget to let me know what you think in the comments. Energy and messages for March 21st. Energy messages, March 21st, first day of Aries, March 21st, energy and messages. One more. Here we go. March 21st, first day of Aries, energy and messages. Energy messages, March 21st. Okay. Right in the center, coming off the top. What is surrounding you? What are you sitting in? Page of Swords in reverse. Could be a delayed message as from yesterday's reading. Pages of Swords and Pentacles to me represent delayed messages. Could also be a resistance to changing your perspective on something. There might be something you're trying to work out and you can only see it from a very limited perspective. Today, the invitation, Monday, March 21st, is to try and see something from a different angle, gain a different perspective on it. Can you see something from somebody else's side, or even try and take an opposite view of a situation that you're trying to work out? In a sense, play the devil's advocate, see if there's something that you're missing there. An obstacle you might encounter today. So many people recently. King of Wands. The King of Wands represents the last third of Cancer and the first 2/3 of Leo. That is your obstacle today. The King of Wands in reverse. This is also about standing up for yourself and not using your power to override a situation or to do something that isn't in line with your highest integrity. It could also mean that you are shutting yourself off from outside opinions, perspective. The King of Wands is very powerful, self-assured. And at the same time here, we have somebody who may be scattering their energy without a lot of focus. Really, with this Page of Swords in reverse here, there is a need to listen to others, to allow different ideas and perspectives to inform your own, especially if you're struggling to make sense of a situation. Where is this all coming from? The High Priestess, Moon energy, intuition, self-knowledge. So the sense I'm getting is that you really have come a long way and you have a very good understanding of yourself. The challenge here is to not become too rigid or stuck. Here, the King of Wands, kings, as I read the tarot, represent the fixed signs. And the challenge here is to not become too rigid or too stuck, to remain open, to listening to others, listening to your intuition, sure, but not relying on that solely. To trust yourself, absolutely, and to be open at the same time to a different take on the situation. Because your truth might not be the same as somebody else's, and if you're working with others, it is important to take those things into consideration. Energy leaving you today. And there it is, the Two of Swords in reverse. Wow. Okay, so making a decision. This first card really is the card of the day, and all of the others just give us more information about it. I had that feeling since the beginning. There's a decision or a problem that you're trying to work out and you've been feeling stuck. Stuck at this crossroads. Maybe you haven't had enough information or you really were unsure of which path to choose. That energy is leaving you today. You are going to be unstuck, and I have a feeling it is because this Page of Swords, again in the center in reverse, change of perspective. And at the same time, you might be realizing today that it is absolutely imperative to open yourself up to new ideas and to change your perspective, even if it's by a degree or two. It doesn't have to be 180 degrees, but sometimes taking that 360-degree approach, looking at something from every possible angle, will help reveal something to you that you were unaware of previously. Gift being offered to you today. 7 of Wands in reverse. A lot of reversals here, all coming from this Page of Swords in reverse. There's definitely something that you aren't taking into consideration that you might not even know is there. Something that you just, and it doesn't have to be something subverted or manipulated. It's not that you're being lied to. I'm not getting that sense. It's just something that in a perspective that you've had is too limiting to see the whole picture. And here we are, 7 of Wands in reverse being offered to you today. It's to put the defenses down, to allow yourself to be moved a little bit. The 7 of Wands upright, it's defenses and also your capability of handling what is thrown at you from life. And when it's in reverse, it can, especially in the context of this reading, it's about maybe giving a little, allowing the defenses to come down a bit, and maybe you'll find you don't have to defend yourself quite as much, that there are people on your side, that these other perspectives can be really helpful. Energy moving towards you today. Wow, just so many people. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We saw the Knight of Pentacles yesterday. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And there it is, the last third of Leo, the first 2/3 of Virgo. So we have Cancer through Leo into Virgo. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so definitely, you're really holding on to something here. Looks to be an idea, a perspective, a way of understanding a situation or your thoughts. And those defenses, those barriers, that rigidity does need to come down a little bit in order to have some movement here. This Knight of Pentacles in reverse can be very stagnant, very immovable. And the energy that is coming towards you, this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's asking you to allow for a little bit more in terms of variability. Allow other options to come towards you. You don't have to know absolutely everything about the path ahead before you set out on it. You can learn along the way. And if you are a little bit more flexible here, less rigid, allow yourself to be moved. Take other opinions, thoughts, ideas into consideration. I think that you'll find a solution to these questions and this issue you've been trying to work out for maybe a little while now. And you know this, you have your High Priestess down here. Your intuition is telling you there is a solution, there is a way forward. You just haven't been able to see it, and that is because you've been very locked into your own perspective. And that looks like it's going to shift today for you. It might be uncomfortable that you don't have all the answers, that the way you've been seeing it isn't 100% accurate, and it's not by your own means that you're going to find the solution. You are going to have to listen to, work with others, allow other things to come in, and you won't be able to do it all on your own. That might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it is the way forward. Greater clarification from the bottom of the deck. Judgment card. Yep. Judgment. It's time for you to move forward, and to take these lessons that you've learned to incorporate the 360 degrees, the whole thing. And when all of these pieces are working together, you will know the success. You will be able to pass the test, so to speak. And it won't be by this will that we see in this King of Wands. King of Wands in reverse, you know, can sometimes be a little bit prideful. And when that shifts, and when you accept that you have to remain a little bit more flexible and the solutions are presented to you, then we get to this Judgment card, clarification for the reading. It is a big step that you're about to take. This shift in perspective is really going to help you achieve those goals and round out in a really nice way. Quite the reading for Monday. It makes a lot of sense. First day of Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you will come back. And again, let me know what you think in the comments. More daily readings to come at Sly Roxtar.